Honestly, you could argue that fashion is probably in its best state right now because you can get clothes for so cheap. You can go to Shein, you can go to Depop, Poshmark, and get anything you want for free. The young guys are out here wearing loafers and sweatpants and all sorts of stuff. It's like you're mixing everything together and creating your own style, and it's amazing, bro. And honestly, we can thank Shein for this because Shein killed off hypebeast fashion. Yeah, I know. When we look back on the catalog throughout the years of hype and fashion, you can see Supreme had its time, the whole Nike tech had its time, and things have finally dissipated to the point where, look, looks are more important than brands because at the end of the day, we're not celebrities, dude. We don't have to wear things in order to fit in with other people. Honestly, a lot of the ways that we used to dress are tied back to our confidence. Everybody walked around with this like super high level of anxiety when it comes to wearing outfits. You were pressured into fitting into some sort of schema of what it means to look cool and what it means to be classy. We went from streetwear where everything was focused on how much did your shoes cost, what brand was your shirt, did you have a beanie on, you know? Nowadays, the young guys, they're out here, they're starting their own clothing brands. You go on Amazon, make your own stuff. You can go anywhere and just become you. You can do anything as long as you're just representing you and yourself. Your personality is your style, and that has really transcended a lot of things. I see you out there, brother. You're doing your thing. The fit check means more than anything, guys. Shein has popularized this whole idea of quick aesthetics, quick images, and short but livable moments. What do I mean by that? We live in a social media age, dude. Look at Instagram. All over Instagram, people are seeking something called validation. It's the #1 drug in America, guys. Forget crack, forget marijuana. Honestly, validation is probably the most addictive thing we can have at this moment, guys. Look at these phones. They are a constant source of this validation. All right. So in my opinion, validation is the most worthy thing in the world. And that ties back into fashion because a lot of people look for quick validation from the clothes that they wear. Now, Shein offers cheap, affordable clothing, trendy styles. That way you can fit into whatever everybody else is doing as quickly as possible. There used to be a time in which people only follow the brands, they follow the celebrities. But now influencers are more influential in designing the trends and the styles rather than the brands, right? So a lot of companies, they don't even care to make sure that their logo's all over their clothing. They just want to make sure that it's aesthetic and appealing. Shein killed off this whole hype beast brand obsessed era. It has changed the way that fashion is. The truth is, people stop receiving external validation from wearing recognizable brands. It's just not the case anymore. When you wear a whole Nike Tech outfit, bro, you look basic because it's like, dang, bro, you had no style, you had no appeal. Where's your individuality? Why didn't you go on Pinterest and find a good outfit to be inspired by? You kept it basic and wore a matching set. Where back in the day, like 2020, being a Nike Tech Ranger would actually get you some clout. I mean, Ice Spice said it herself. Fast fashion makes things more accessible. It's easy to find clothing and wear it as fast as possible. If you have an event coming up this weekend, go on Shein, pay for that express shipping, and I guarantee you can get a quick, cheap outfit for the low ski, and it'll happen real quick like Amazon Prime. Because it's simple. Shein is the king of fast fashion. They will give you trendy, stylish clothes much quicker than Supreme will drop something. It'll get to you. You don't have to worry about it being real or fake. It is what it is. It's cheap, low quality material that you put on your body and you try to make the most of it. And the best thing is that you can probably get multiple outfits for like $20 as opposed to buying Supreme. On the resale end of things, you're paying hundreds of dollars for one piece of clothing that you can't wear every single day. Whereas the Shein stuff, you could switch it up, you can mix and match, you could be that man or woman or whatever you choose to be, and you'll get respected for it. You won't get disrespect from people. They only care about how good you look and how quickly they can replicate what you did. You see, in an ironic way, in the age of fast fashion, individuality is more present and it's also being removed because, like I said earlier, our confidence has gone down in this day and age, but people honestly just want to feel validated. That's the most important thing. We want to feel validated because we want to fit in. That's the whole idea of this new generation. They don't care about real and fake. They just care about acceptable and unacceptable. And the appeal of the outfit means more than anything. And Shein is a legitimate catalog of clothing. Gone are the days of the magazines. Gone are the days of advertising on Instagram. Look, bro, you can just go on Shein, find a nice little outfit. There's a whole catalog. They have models designing the stuff. They can show you the whole outfit. You can buy it piece by piece by piece, and then boom, you got a cheap outfit for 20 bucks. You can find another one, mix and match, swap it out, and then you are him. And quantity has become more important than quality, right? So on Shein, you can get a mass volume of clothing for real cheap, and it's more accessible. You know, when these Supreme hypebeasts drop, when the Denim Tears drops, when all these gallery department brands drop, it's very limited. It's hard to achieve. And if you're really bidding on these things, you're gonna pay an arm and a leg for a simple product. And the clothing that you get from these fast fashion brands isn't meant to last forever, but I think that's the whole point. The fact that it's cheap and low quality forces trends to constantly change and evolve over time. You see that all the time. We're constantly switching up the styles. Now people are going back to this Y2K aesthetic when it used to be this more futuristic, loud, and flashy aesthetic. And this all happened because a new generation decided they're gonna define what is cool, right? Being broke is the new cool in a sense, bro, because honestly, a lot of these guys don't have access to a job or money. They only have the limited funds they get off of Cash App from scamming people. So what they're gonna do with that little bit of money, they're gonna find a way to maximize it. They're not gonna get one single piece of clothing and feel like the man only when they wear that. They wanna get multiple outfits, so they switch the dynamic. That's why Asics are so popular of a sneaker. That's why Adidas Sambas have popped off. That's why Vans New Schools have popped off. They're cheap, accessible, and stylish. And old heads really can't grasp their idea around that because they're so focused on real and fake. They were so focused on brands as well. Nowadays, off-name Jordans are wearable nowadays. Yes, Jordan Spike Yeezys, Jordan Flights. You can wear those now and you won't get roasted because they look almost like Jordan 4s. Shein really capitalized on the social media age and made fast fashion the new normal. And understand, hype beasts are still around, hype brands are still important, but they're important for celebrities, right? People that get paid to wear these brands, people that get paid to influence. On a general level for the public, these fast fashion brands do more for you than these hype brands do, because you are not influencing anybody by showing off what brand you're wearing. But I guarantee you, if Drake popped off in some gallery department, people will be more interested in gallery department. But that will not stop them from buying Shein, because you might wear the gallery department hoodie with a pair of Shein sweatpants. That's just how it works nowadays, guys. People are starting to switch from being recognizable to being impactful, because everybody wants to make their mark on the earth. How are you doing it for yourself?